And look who I run into. Everybody always likes seeing Jim Davis. Big Jim, what is going on, my friend?
And now, HamRadioConcepts. It's my pleasure to be here.
Everybody loves you, Jim.
Eric, I love you guys. I really do. I've been a ham since I was 12 years old, and I want to take you back to my childhood in ham radio.
Okay, tell me, Jim. Story time with Jim Davis.
Okay, we started off with AM radio, as you all know, and then we made the big switch to sideband. There was a lot of people who pushed back on sideband, said they called it silly sideband. They didn't want to have sideband. Now, of course, it's the standard for our ham radio.
Right.
But, however, the Heathkit company was the first Heathkit I ever built. I was a kid, I was 12, 13 years old, and all of a sudden Heathkit said, we got to make the transition into sideband, and they did. So I want to show you the very first ever Heathkit single sideband mobile radio.
Wow, mobile radio.
So now think about that.
Wow.
If this radio was mounted in your car, I'm going to take the tag off so you can see it. Think about it, you stacked two of these in your center console. So, you know, consoles were much different than they are today, obviously. These are beautiful restorations done by a fellow who's a silent key now. He passed away up in Melbourne. But they were so popular by Heathkit as the first single sideband radio ever. They built a power supply for it. It's in the back.
Oh, wow, a whole separate power supply.
That's right. That's so you can run it at your house. And you can, by the way, it's got 37 tubes in it. There are 37 tubes.
37 tubes.
And of course, the best way to do this is you make yourself a cup of coffee in the morning, and then you warm this thing up, and then you sit down in front of it. You love the beautiful glow of the 37 tubes inside, and you take this microphone and you call CQ, and you talk to the world. I was on 40 meters with it yesterday. It works like a champ. Now, some people wanted to have a bigger signal. That only puts out 50 watts.
Okay.
So next to it here, from 1962,
wow,
this is the matching 1 kilowatt linear.
Look how clean that is.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's a restoration. It's all original. It has 4 811s in the final amplifier. There are mercury vapor tubes. Now, when you click this plate switch on, the mercury vapor this whole top glows blue.
Wow.
You notice it's got the big red and green jewels on the front.
Yeah.
And it's very heavy duty and makes a nice big hum when it comes on.
And is this also, these parts are all part of the kit?
These are part of the kit, that's right, yeah.
So somebody built that back in the day?
They did, and then
that came in a box?
What you see is all original. This is not a repaint.
Wow.
This is just somebody who took a whole lot of care of it. Obviously nobody smoked at the time, and they just kept this in pristine shape. So, and a fella in Melbourne completely restored it, made everything cleaned up, and most of the tubes are original, by the way, 37 tubes.
Wow. And I'm going to tell you right now, if this is still sitting here, it breaks my heart. I'd love to buy it, but if you're interested, is your email good on QRZ?
I think it probably is, yeah.
Okay, contact me, send me a message if you can't get a hold of Jim. Jim is selling this, and it needs to go to a good home because Jim takes care of this stuff. And I remember you bought this at Melbourne Hamfest.
That's right, exactly right.
And I don't think you really transmitted much on it, did you?
I have treasured it for the last 7 or 8 years, Eric, since I got it at the Hamfest.
We went to Hooters for lunch that day.
That's right. I have a picture of you at Hooters.
Insert picture here.
Yeah, exactly. I was on this radio yesterday on 40 meters, and every time I go on it, people say, you have beautiful audio. What are you using?
I'm using a 1960 Heathkit with the original microphone.
I show them the ceramic microphone from 1962.
Wow.
They just can't believe it, but that's the story of this radio.
Contact, what are you asking for it, Jim?
Oh, well, Eric, all is negotiable, of course. I was asking $800 for the whole thing, and that includes all the other Heathkit peripherals.
Oh my gosh, 800 with the linear and everything?
With the linear, yeah.
Wow.
With the phone patch and the oscillator and power supply.
Man. If you want this and you want to, I guess I don't know how much it costs to ship it, but you got to pay the shipping to Jim because that would be only fair. But yeah, let him know if you get a hold of him, or else get a hold of me and I will help you. And Patty, where did you get that mask?
Jim is wearing a Christmas mask, if you notice.
That's right.
Jim, you're about 3 months late, sir.
But it's a beautiful mask. She made it for me, and I treasure anything she does. There she is with her ham mask.
I see that ham.
Says
Available
Ham
at the Wildwood Antiques Mall in Vero Beach at US 1 and Oslo Road.
There you go.
She makes them all. Well, Jim, it's a pleasure to see you, my friend.
It's great to see you, buddy, and thanks for all you do for us ham radio guys. We
Yes,
sure appreciate it.
thanks for letting me be a part of this.
You be the man.
Seven, will you give us a final clean out? And will you tell us, will you give me a sponsor here? Give me a plug for my sponsor before we go. My gracious sponsors that are helping us at Hamfest today.
This version of Ham Radio Concepts is coming to you courtesy of our sponsors, Ham Radio Prep. Thank you for joining us here on Ham Radio Concepts with KJ4 YZI.
My gosh, that was you know, go ahead and find someone to do a cut with no script like that. That's how it is. Thank you, Jim. I love seeing you, buddy.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Bye.
Thank you.
Look at these two with the shirts here. Like mother, like daughter.
That's twins.
Totally.
Double trouble. Ham Radio Concepts official spokesgirls.
We didn't get so lucky. We didn't get a new shirt. We're wearing the old timey ones.
Well,
That's
you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are.
Until next time.